Check, what up, world? We back at it. Ugly Money Podcast, brand new world premiere. Richie Cap 1. You already know Caviar Dreams, brand new music, Rain, True, Street is X, Ugly Money. It's that Ugly Money. It's your boy Such a God, DJ Sutter. Let's go.
That ugly money.
Dope boy, she done fell in love and we switching up. Pipe game, Nella from the back, she ain't picking up. You just hate, you been in your feelings, think she switching up. She ain't got no time for petty niggas, she don't give a fuck. Double R, pull up to the light and lift the ceiling up. Left hand on that steering wheel, driving while I finger fuck. I just need a chick to be my piece and we gon' live it up. Suck it, then she swallow, then she suck it just to get it up. Rain Man, we gon' fuck it up down in my chain dance. Hold it down, meet me at the store.
What up? I am Ugly Money Nietzsche, and welcome to yet another episode of the Ugly Money Podcast, and my special guest of the evening.
Yeah.
Real time, real deal bar spitter.
Yes, sir.
Real deal hit maker. You know what I'm saying? True is his religion. You feel what I'm saying? He been having dreams, but they have caviar.
No, that's no cap.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, show your love one time for Cap 1.
Hey, what's going on, my brother?
My brother, man. I appreciate you coming through, man. Appreciate you come chopping it up with us, man.
I appreciate you having me, bro.
Hey, man, question of the day. First question of the day. Who was Cap 1 before Cap 1 was Cap 1?
Okay, cool. Well, you know, being from Chicago, I was the first rapper signed to Motown. Actually, the second rapper from Chicago, from the South Side with a real deal, like signed. Like I was the first rapper signed to Motown, and at that time I used to go by Capone. But then there was a Capone and Noriega out at that time, so I couldn't get the rights to the spelling of the name Capone. So we flipped it basically and put CAP.1, which still is Cap 1, which is Capone. So that's just kind of like a little remix on the, you know what I'm saying? Yep. So that's basically what it come from, you know what I'm saying? Cap 1, South Side.
Let's talk about Chicago.
Yes, sir.
A city with a rich hip hop history, with a rich history period. You know what I'm saying? Coming up in the Chi.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go back there. What how was that experience?
Oh, that was dope. Like, shout out to Shauna and T for Infamous Syndicate. Shout out to Kanye, Common, you know what I'm saying? Twista, Do or Die, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the other artists that from Chicago that came before me that was doing their thing. Shauna actually gave me my first feature.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That was on the Infamous Syndicate tape, so that was just dope to be around, like a part of Chicago history, because I think, like, No ID did that beat at the time. Shout out to No ID. And we was just grinding, you know what I'm saying? Chicago was just one of them scenes where it was just kind of like you was playing basketball, some kind of sports, you was outside doing your thing, whatever that may be, or you know what I'm saying, you was shooting your shot at the music, and so it was just kind of like that's what it was.
What do you think? Chicago has like it's one city, but they have such a wide range of musical artists, like the actual types of, because you know. Do or Die doesn't sound anything like Kanye West, and Kanye West doesn't sound anything like Chief Keef. Like, where's the melting pot of styles come from?
Well, being that we in the Midwest, you know what I'm saying, we grew up listening to so many different versions of what people would call hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people like down south music. A lot of people was more catered toward the East Coast music. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people was like in the middle, you know what I'm saying, where it was like house music or some kind of, you know what I'm saying, dance vibe tracks like that. So Chicago was a melting pot for all sounds. So I think we just kind of gravitated to like a gumbo. It was just like whatever you like, you just kind of, you put all that in your own pot and you just kind of made it what it was. And that's how, you know what I'm saying, I feel like a lot of people created their sound.
With so many artists coming out of Chicago, how hard was it for you to like kind of, you know, get noticed in the beginning?
Well, I feel like in, you know, back then we didn't have all that social media and we didn't have all that, so you really kind of had to have bars, you know what I'm saying? Back then, that was kind of what the era that I came out of was based upon. It was like it wasn't no gimmicks. We didn't have no dance moves attached to it. It was bars, and being that you know what I'm saying, I was young and hungry, and that was just one of the things that I was always kind of cold at back then. So it was just like, at the drop, I was out. That's what we was on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that kind of got my name in the city, and then it was just like once people kind of tapped into the music, it was like, oh, shorty dope. Then the pen game is just crazy, so it just helped. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people don't give you enough credit for that pen, sir.
Oh, definitely. You know, it's all good.
That pen means, sir.
Yeah, that pen vicious.
You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. If you know bars, you know this. You really know this hip hop shit. And you listen to the actual lyricisms.
And hit
you know what I'm saying?
And all that. Yeah, the pen crazy.
Yeah, respect. Now, how does an artist from Chicago get signed to an artist from Atlanta, Georgia, by the name of 2 Chainz?
Chainz my brother too. Shout out Chainz, Dollar Boy, the whole South Side. Like I said, Shauna, going back, let's go back. We got to do a little rewinding to go forward.
Yes, sir.
All right, so check it out. Me and Luda went with grade school back in like 8th grade.
Luda originally from Chicago.
Yeah, check it out, right? So then, when I got signed to Motown, I was doing my radio run. Shauna, I grew up with Shauna. That's family. That's like my sister. You know what I'm saying? I had some records. When I came to Atlanta on my radio run, Luda was Chris Lover at the time for the radio station. So I was playing him some records. I'm playing him some records. I got a record with Twista and Shauna. It was called Chi-Town Finest, going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, Luda was like, oh, so off air, I'm playing him some records. He like, bro, that's crazy. He like, I need a female for a record I got in mind, this concept we got in mind. So at the time, my management, you know what I'm saying? They linked it, put Shauna with Luda, and that's how y'all got the fantasy right.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So then Shauna inked her situation with DTP, and then she was moving around, and as they would come to the Chi and I'd come back and forth out here, me and Tit, we just clicked. We was just kind of like two of the same. We had the same kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Similar stories, you feel me? Both from the South Side, we had the same story. And we just locked in, and that's my brother. So it really wasn't about me signing, it was just about this my brother and I'm riding with him. You know what I'm saying?
No, respect.
And he support me, I support him, whatever you got going on.
That's a piece of history.
No, definitely.
Cap 1 is the reason why Shauna was on What's Your Fantasy.
I ain't gonna say I'm the reason why.
Introduced it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say we definitely bridged the gap.
That's love. That's love. That's love. Learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Now talk to me. We're gonna talk about some industry stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me. I can imagine you've been an independent artist, and you've been signed to a major as well.
Definitely.
Like, what are the pros and cons of that?
I mean, kind of the pros of like definitely, you know, being signed to a major and having these upfront budgets is kind of like you're not using your money upfront initially, but it's like the catch-22 of that is it's like everything's 100% recoupable. And as a new artist, a lot of artists don't understand that. And so we get these budgets and you exhaust this budget on fashion or travel or all these XYZs, you know what I'm saying? That it's like they might give you half of your advance up front and then they might kick some shit like, well, at the end of you turn into your album, whatever's left, you know, you got. But if you done ran over that and there's no money left, then now you've exhausted all these funds. So it's kind of like being signed to a major. It's like you got to be conscious of where that money going. Just like having everybody just sign off on that and sign off. It's like you look up and it's like they talking about you owe this and now you upside down. It's just kind of like then months later you one of them artists that's dropping them diss records about the label talking about they don't want you to shine when it's like you fucked the money up. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of like something that artists need to be a little bit aware about. Versus like when you're doing it independent, you aware of it because it's most of the time it's your bag. Or whoever the bag is, they letting you know, all right, my boy, this is where we at with it. You know what I'm saying? You sure you want to do that? Because this is where we at with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just like, it's a little more intimate. You know what I'm saying? A little more hands-on as far as doing it independent.
So a lot of times the major labels will let you just spend out and then let you crash out in.
I mean, they different versions of it, depending on how hot you are as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Then it turns into, you know, give him what he want, give him what he want. But when it's kind of like, if that fire kind of cool down, then they start looking at it with like, well, you owe this. Well, you owe this. So you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them. It's one of them love-hate relationships, you know.
What would you rather be? Signed to a major or independent?
I feel like right now with the climate, like with music as right now, it's like we could really accomplish a lot of the things independent. You know, we can get the same things and the same end results if you got the right people in place, you know what I'm saying, for your project. And everybody understand their role. then you can definitely act as a major being an independent. So I would, if I don't get the bag right, I'd rather stay here with, you know what I'm saying, rock out with my people.
Respect.
No, definitely.
Let's talk Street Execs. Let's talk
That's
TIU.
family. Yes.
Shouts out.
True.
See, you got my boy Vic in here.
Yes, sir. Caveat Vic. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Long live Bankroll. Actually, I got a story about Vic, man. Vic in the building, man. I had booked. I had booked Schoolie for Anniston, Alabama. I never forget, man. I had booked Schoolie for Anniston, Alabama. The joint was so crazy that I remember I called Vic. The show was Saturday. I called Vic Sunday, and I said, Vic, I want to do Bankroll next, right?
Yeah.
Right? Because I did so good on that Schoolie show. I'm like, I'm ready to double up.
Yeah.
And it was crazy that week or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We're like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? We'll get you to come to the studio or whatever. And the day that I was supposed to come to the studio, bro, no lie, I was hitting Vic line. I'm like, Vic, what's going on? What's going on? I'm trying to, I got the money. Mm-hmm. And then, that was the day that, the unfortunate passing of Bankroll.
R.I.P. Bankroll.
No, yeah, long live. Like, not to put too much light on it, but like, impact of that in within that building and within that camp and within that, within that family.
It definitely was a hard blow for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because at Street is that we operate as a family, you know what I'm saying? It's like everybody support everybody project, you know what I'm saying? If you got something going on and I don't have something going on that night, we pulling up to your thing. So it was just kind of like, as a family, we lost a family, you know what I'm saying? A family member, you know what I'm saying? So it was a hard blow, you know what I'm saying? Everybody kind of took it different in their own way. And for me, it was kind of, for me and Bank, we had our own little personal relationship, you know what I'm saying? I just was going through some personal things myself, you know what I'm saying? Maybe in that same month, what's crazy, maybe in that same month, I had got shot like 2 times, on like Cannon Road at the gas station. I'm lacking. Huh?
2 weeks apart.
Yeah, like 2 weeks apart, you feel me? So it's
I remember hearing about that too.
Yeah, I'm at the gas station. I'm at the gas station, you know what I'm saying? I peep gang, niggas try to get down on me, they shoot me or whatever. I make it to inside the gas station, I get up out of there, police come, I'm telling them I'm straight, because I'm just like, it's too many people outside, I'm not finna walk out there with the ambulance, y'all not finna, you know what I'm saying? So I denied that, I drove myself to the hospital.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, after that whole thing, I was kind of going through something because I had a deal on the table. You know what I'm saying? And I was spending a lot of my own bread as far as for radio. I had billboards in the city. They was probably like $2,500 a month. We probably had like 4 of them. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I was running up a crazy, like, out my pocket bag. You know what I'm saying? And then when I got shot, for what it was worth, the label that was on the table, they pulled out. So here's like, damn, it's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm missing shows, my leg, I can't. And then 2 weeks later, it was like, I lost a close friend. You know what I'm saying? So mentally, like, I went through an era where I was just really like numb, and I was just kind of like, I'm cool on this shit. To the point where I started telling Vic, like, bro, I ain't doing it. Like, tell him this or I ain't doing it. I'm cool. I couldn't wait to send you their money back. Like, I ain't doing that. I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? And I just kind of like went through like this, I'm cool on rap. I'm straight on everything that got to do with this music, because it was so much like going on and just a lot of little phony kicking it and shit in the city. It was just like, I'm cool on that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, definitely. Like,
so it feel good to be back.
Nah, facts. Glad to have you back, man. How does one, this is the Ugly Money Podcast, and we talk about the process of success.
Yeah.
Everything between your first dollar and your first million, that's ugly money. The ups, the downs, the trials, the tribulations, the lessons. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like when you in that, some may call it a dark place. How do you come about that? How do you come about that to come back to it?
Man, a lot of prayer. You know what I'm saying? Like, understanding there's something greater than you, you know what I'm saying? And that it's like, damn, I might have a calling. It's like all these blessings fall in my lap for a reason. It's something greater than me. It's like I gotta put my head back in the game, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and then just having like reliable people in your corner that you can vent to, you know what I'm saying? Because I think like a lot of us, especially like people that's kind of looked at as like the head of your circle, or nobody looks at you for weakness. You know what I'm saying? So everything you got to display got to be like, you know what I'm saying, leadership. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this what we own. You got to be narrating the play. So it's like, especially coming from Chicago, it was just kind of like, we ain't never really just have like, it really wasn't, not necessarily cool to vent the things that you might be going through that might, you know what I'm saying, upset you, but just as a man and as a whole, I think we just raised to take so much on the chin. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Especially as
kinda,
black men.
yeah, it's like, so it was just really just having people in your corner that you can vent to and just get genuine, you know what I'm saying? Just genuine like love and feedback from the situation. And it's like, and you know, take it for what it's worth.
Well, man, we glad you back, brother.
Yes, thirsty. We back, baby.
Richie's back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we working, man.
Now, you were around from the transition of 2 Chainz from Player Circle and being Titty Boy to 2 Chainz.
No, that was dope.
You were around during that time period.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to dive into it because, you know, sometimes they say rappers you can't be this certain age to rap, and you know you can't be too old or whatever. 2 Chainz was in his 30s. I wanna say when 2 Chainz was born.
Definitely.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, talk to me about that transitional period.
You know that was, I ain't even gonna cut you off.
Go ahead.
That was a crazy era though, because it's like I really was like you said, I was in a car, like I was sitting side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
Matter of fact, like true story. Me and Chainz, we on our way to Magic City, and he playing me the instrumental. He like, this is around when like Wayne had Lollipop out.
Yeah.
And he was saying like he was like, I'm finna go to Miami and put Wayne on this hook. You know what I'm saying? He been doing this singing shit. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when he came back, the record he had was Duffel Bag Boy.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, just seeing that, like just from that all the way to like him just going hard and just like being like, shout out to my bro Chainz, man. He one of the hardest working niggas in the industry. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like
facts.
being up and having everything that you can already want and still working like he don't have nothing. And that's what like I look to him for like different versions of motivation, because it's like, bro, just stay hungry with it. And he always talking like he'll tell me, he'd be like, you know, music is the therapy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we're looking for the therapy, but it's in the music. So it's just kind of like, that's just one of them gems that always stuck with me. That bro,
facts.
you know what I'm saying? And so it's just
Sometimes you just go in the studio, somebody bother you, go in the studio, rap about it don't bother you no more.
it don't even bother
It be
you.
crazy, like what?
Yeah.
Like, I ain't even mad no more.
I ain't even mad. And not only that, a lot of people that might hear it can relate to it, because it's a lot of other people that, you know, you become the voice for the people who, you know what I'm saying, who going through the same type of thing. So, you know, it'd be dope.
Respect. Now, Titty Boy to 2 Chainz. What is that conversation like? What is that? Is that a conversation? Is that an event? Like when does he just make this transition to like, yo, this 2 Chainz shit is gonna go?
I mean, bro, I always knew it was gonna go, but I think right around when I'm getting it and those type of records kind of was like that momentum shift of him falling into I'm 2 Chainz. This is who 2 Chainz is. You know what I'm saying? And then that I just call a boo era and all that with Gotti. You know what I'm saying? We was up and down that road. So it was just like I said, it was just a learning experience watching bro transform into to constantly reinvent himself and just, you know what I'm saying, stay with the time. It's just like he created a blueprint that it's just like, if we apply that, I feel like if every artist kind of apply that to themselves, you can walk away with some version of success.
No,
just
facts.
staying consistent and giving visuals.
Cause bruh came all the way back around and just came like 10 times harder. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
And I always wondered that. I'm like, man, like, you know, bro had a situation as one name and one artist, and he just basically had to rebrand, reinvent. Cause I remember some people didn't even know that Titty Boy was 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
I remember like people, you know what I'm saying, like that might not have heard the Titty Boy record, they act like they ain't like it. But then when 2 Chainz come out, they like, oh, this that new 2. And it just shows like how fickle people can be sometimes.
No,
like,
that's just the industry though. You know what I'm saying? Like they love to hate you, then they back. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, nigga, he caught his run and he milked it.
Respect.
Sir.
Let's talk about, you know, you got a lot of business ventures, man. You know, you a hustler of a lot of different trades, man.
Definitely.
You know, we got the water, we trapping. Like let's talk about all the business ventures that you got going on.
In 2015, we started the Caviar Dream alkaline water with electrolytes, 8.9 pH level. It was just at that point, it was like we had a car service with the Sprinters, black trucks, and all that. So different artists come in the city, was trying to cater to them. So when they got in the Sprinter, we wanted to have our own lifestyle products. You know what I'm saying? We back then we had the hand sanitizer sprays, you know what I'm saying, just different little keepsake things that people would jump in the sprint and be like, oh shit, it's cool, I'm gonna keep that.
No doubt.
So water was one of the things, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, we need our own water. So it kind of fell in our lap. We got Caviar Dreams, the alkaline plug. And then so we start, not necessarily strong armor, but we start using like the platform where it's like, if you want to book me, you got to book me and the water.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bring these waters out with the sparkers. I don't want no bottles. Bring my waters out with the sparkers. So we was kicking that. It's like, you book me, or we might have slid an extra couple of $100 on top of and then we threw the water in there, but you really paid for the water. So we was just, however we could piggyback the water with the movement, we was just getting it in the clubs, and then, you know, it kind of started doing good, growing its own legs organically, and people start double back like, I need that water. It's decent.
How important is it as an artist, or maybe not important, but how hard is it to be a businessman and an artist at the same time?
I mean, it's definitely hard, but I feel like your survival depend on, you know what I'm saying, being able to juggle more than one thing. So at the end of the day, it's just about time, prioritizing your time. You know what I'm saying? And once again, having the right people in your corner that you can appoint certain things to that can kind of, you know, lighten your load.
Because, you know, like, I remember sometimes when I'm in my writing mode, it's hard for me because I ain't no rapper no more. But anyway.
No, that writer block, hell.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But when you get into that creative space of music, for me, it was always hard to switch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might have to do music on Monday, and then Tuesday I might handle like my business and things of that nature and planning or whatever. It was kind of hard for me to go from, okay, 3 o'clock I'm writing a song for somebody, and then 5 o'clock I'm doing flyers and promo work. Yeah. It just was kind of hard to make the transition sometimes. Like, you know, I mean, do you pick days, or it's just?
No, for me, I think I get creative at night. So it's just like, I'm so like accustomed to like us having shows or studio or something late that it's just like, that's when I become most creative, is at about 2 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? 1:30. So I go out, catch a vibe, and then go to the studio and can work from there. So for me, it's an easy transition because it's like, I'm used to kind of working late. You know what I'm saying? But I don't honestly go to the studio every day. I like a day in between where I can kind of like get my beats, or, you know what I'm saying, just vibe to different concepts, so I ain't in there just like trying to max out on the clock like, oh, we got 3 hours, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? And then you cram, you in there just, so every day on, day off for me, that's kind of like my schedule.
That makes sense. Now, I don't want to get you in no trouble, but I know there was some crazy times on the road, going city to city, show to show. Give me Cap One's craziest tour story. Hold on. It might get juicy in here, ladies. Yeah. It might get a little spicy in here.
we done did our thing on the road. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, and then a lot of times throughout that I was single, so, you know, I was able to kind of like, you know, kick You
ain't doing nothing wrong.
Kick the one. You feel me? So, maybe one of my most memorable. There you go. DC, man, DC.
Shouts out Washington, DC, man. Goddamn. Some nice, beautiful women out there, by the way.
Man, nice, beautiful women, man.
Shouts out to Go-Go as a whole.
Yeah. So we probably had a little after party or something like Stadium or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? At the Stadium, I'm lit. You know what I'm saying? I'm having my own motion. I'm all right, y'all. You feel me?
Yeah.
Six them.
Horns.
Hit that horn one time.
Yeah, man. 6 on. 6 on.
6 them, man. No cap, man. To the point where it's like we get back to the room, bro. No cap, bro. We get back to the room. They want to activate themselves off whatever. They party favors.
Exactly.
We'll just say. So, they get activated. Everybody want to get in the shower. They don't get in the shower. They in the shower. I want to get in the shower too.
Yeah.
Let me get in the shower too. To the point where like I'm so in the fire in the back that I'm reaching over them like slapping the water in my face. Trying to
get scared.
Yeah, trying to do, you know what I'm saying? But it went up. So DC, man, always.
Hey, man.
I salute DC, man.
Shouts out to DC.
Sixum.
I don't know if I had Sixum, but shouts
Yeah,
out
I got a song called Sixum, man.
to Sixum. Oh, you made a song about it?
Damn near. Yeah, man, it's on the new tape.
For me, it's Kansas City. That's all we're going to say. That's all I'm going to talk about. We're not interviewing me right now, but shouts out to Kansas City. I love y'all forever.
It's going down in Kansas.
Hey, man, you need to take a trip to Kansas. Wichita and Kansas City, different.
See, now I'm straight now.
Oh, you good? Okay, yeah, stay out of it.
But Kansas, y'all keep,
Yeah, you be.
Y'all
You know,
stay lit.
it was always crazy to me because we go on tours like every year, and it was always crazy to me like certain cities that you would not expect to be lit,
Be bussin'.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not lying to you, man. I went to Wichita, Kansas on a Tuesday night, and it was my biggest show I've ever done in my life.
Bussin'.
Wichita. I mean, it's like they brought their moms, their dads, their grandma, their kids. Like, it just meant so much to them. You know what I'm saying? But you go to New York City, you think that joint about to go crazy. Be like,
Yeah, they chilling.
But nigga, Oklahoma, Tulsa, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, and they be totally with it. Like, they be busting, man. You know what I'm saying?
fine.
What are some of your favorite tour cities and tour stops, man? Besides, of course, DC.
Oh, yeah. Miami. I love Florida.
Okay.
Anywhere up and down Florida. I did a couple, shout out to Bigger Rankin, you know what I'm saying?
Shouts out to OG.
He, you know what I'm saying, when I was dropping different records throughout my career, he was definitely letting me rock out with him on some of the different tours he had going on, coast to coast DJs, and rap juggernaut,
Come on, man. Shouts out
you know
King
what I'm saying?
Ben,
Shout out
man.
all the goats,
Talking
man,
about
you
the
know what I'm
guys,
saying?
man.
It's family. These are my family members, you know what I'm saying? So just Florida always showed me a lot of love. So like Florida and Texas, you know what I'm saying? And we're just kind of like places where we're just like, I rock out with that, you know what I'm
Texas.
saying?
I gotta go to. I've never been to Texas.
Texas is a vibe.
Yeah,
It's a vibe.
I gotta go to Texas.
Yeah, shout out Texas, man.
They staying next tour. We gotta book Texas.
But we whooped them though, so we smoking Astro Puffs right now. Yeah, we got the Astro Puffs.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Braves. We gotta take a trip. Stan, we gotta take a trip to Texas and then Washington D.C. We gotta take a 3 day. We gotta do a 3 day stop in D.C. Stan next tour. Okay, make sure you put that down or whatever.
Have you some fun bucks.
Oh my goodness, 6 bro. Rapper life.
Okay.
What are some pros and cons to being an artist?
The pros, some of the pros is just like, after you figure out the how to get your momentum, it's like a lot of it is just like it's a green light if you work your move right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's about relationships. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like a lot of people are always coming to you with how much, but it's like when a relationship be solid, like the price be the last thing you be thinking about. You'd rather be like, we're gonna get money together than I'm gonna get money off of you. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
So it's just kind of like to me that's just dope. You know what I'm saying? It's like once you get dope relationships, you're able to exhaust a lot of lanes that money can't buy.
Respect.
But it's the downside of it, just kind of like everybody sometimes just always think you straight. You know what I'm saying? So where it's just like at the end of the day, it's like we got the same 24 hours. A lot of us we got a lot on our plate. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like for me, it's like I got a son. You know what I'm saying? So it's like. It's no version of I could break ever. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he watching me. You know what I'm saying? I got a daughter, my daughter. So it's like at the same time I still got to show her the version of what she need. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you just got to always stand strong. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when a lot of people be feeling like you straight or they might play games with your bread, the end result is you taking away from my family. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm doing this for.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So to me,
They be thinking we be tripping on the promoters. It's like nah, bro. Like, my baby got to get these shoes.
Yeah, it's
you
like
playing.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like it's like a lot of these artists, they really this really all they got. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people don't really have a lot of different hustles, so they take this music serious. So when they be cutting a fool, sometimes it's because they feel like you done snatched their plate. You know what I'm saying? So,
nah, hey, look. That's a mouthful right there. That, like, you said you the cool dad.
I'm the cool dad.
You know what I'm saying? Let's talk, because sometimes I don't think fatherhood is talked about as much as it should be in hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely matters. You know what I'm saying?
Like after all the sixums and all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? And the remnants is some beautiful creations.
Nah, definitely.
Let's talk about being a father in hip hop, my brother.
Fatherhood, man. That's dope. Shout out to all the fathers, man. Drop the bomb on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The real fathers, though. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
It's easy to be a dad, but it's like a father is different. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
So shout out to everybody that stay down, go through, everything that come with being a father. The sacrifices, the baby mama dramas. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of my niggas be ready to crash out about that baby mama drama, but it's just
we gonna talk about baby mamas. We might have to do a baby mama talk too, but go ahead, bro.
It's just for me, it gave me a purpose. You know what I'm saying? It gave me different versions of like motivation. You know what I'm saying? It's like my daughter, she was kind of like my wake up call. Like,
come on.
Entering manhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, shit, it's bigger than me. I gotta make sure. You know what I'm saying? Then my son was kind of like, not necessarily I'm trying to be a role model, but now I gotta have some structure about certain things that kind of make it look like something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 'cause,
watching everything.
So it was just kind of like, and then I just recently had a daughter. You know what I'm saying? She's almost 1, and for me, she was that. All right, when I got comfortable, when I was in cruise control, it was just like, all right, drop that shit back in turbo. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? So each one of my kids for me was a wake-up call. So I feel like the fathers that do embrace that, they probably feel the same thing. That's what keep you going. It's like, that's the gas. You know what I'm saying? This who you go out and get that bag for you bring it home. Them smiling and happy is priceless.
Nah, facts, man. Facts. Yeah. I just, I never understood as a man, if you're a father, like, it'd be hard for me to do business and deal with somebody that don't take care of their kids. Like, at the end of the day, I'm just gonna look at you different, bro.
Yeah.
Like how you gonna take care of me if you ain't taking care of your own?
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? And we said some things about baby mamas.
No, it could be, baby mamas, they got their different version of that. They definitely throw a little turbulence.
Some good ones and some bad ones.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to all the good baby mamas.
Shouts out to all the good baby mamas.
They ain't all bad, you know what I'm saying?
I got some good ones.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, they ain't interviewing me. I ain't getting myself in trouble today.
No, I got good baby mamas, you know what I'm saying?
Have you ever had a bad experience with your baby mamas?
Well, you know what I'm saying? We were younger, doing with our first. So I think a lot of it was just trial and error of not necessarily puppy love, but just trying to figure it out and just understand each other. You know what I'm saying? And communicate feelings and things like that a little more, especially when it was like, I had a lot of things going. Like my music was taking off for me. It was a lot. It was just fast. It was like everything was kind of just, you know what I'm saying? So I just think, we started young. So, you know what I'm saying? We kind of just, we not necessarily outgrew each other, but we exhausted that timeline of what was supposed to be for us as a couple. But like, we life partners. Like, as far as for our kids, like, that's my ace. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing I can't call her about and tell her. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's dope.
What's crazy is as my kids get old, and I had a similar situation. Like, I remember when my baby was like 1 or 2, bro, it was like hell. It was like hell. And I think it was the fact that we were both trying to adjust to this new lifestyle that we
definitely
had. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember, like, me and baby mama couldn't even really talk till like baby was 3, 4.
I think we damn near get postpartum or some shit too.
No, on God.
They don't say it, man.
On God.
I feel like we go through some kind of version, bro, of like, it's like, we go through a version of like whatever, however you want to coin the phrase, but it's just like, I think that's what put a strain on the relationship if both parties not willing to communicate when they run into these versions of uncomfort. You know what I'm saying? Like, expressing like, I don't really like when you do this make me feel away, or you know what I'm saying? Versus like, we kind of just keep things bottled in and then you just kind of explode over nothing.
Come on.
Why the fuck it ain't no peanut butter? It be nothing. You nigga done blew a fuse over some nothing shit, So I think it'd be like it's important to after the kids, man. So if you still with the mom, I think it's important to like still exercise date night, still exercise like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just doing kind of just y'all own thing. Like, that shit is healthy in the relationship.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. I remember when I first, as a young man rapping and doing my thing, what I was trying to do in hip hop at the time, I was terrified of kids. I mean, literally, mortally, like terrified. I'm like, I was just so scared to have a kid because I thought my career would just be washed away.
Yeah.
And then I had a kid. And that gave me such another, bro, it put another battery in my back.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, hold on. Like, it's the Energizer Bunny just got 2 new ones.
Nitro.
And I get to hit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and it's just remarkable. Like, I always try to, like, preach that to my young brothers. I'm like, listen, man, that kid is a blessing. Because, you know, if you ain't serious now, wait till that baby get there.
I give you a purpose.
You can't take no month off.
Yeah.
You can't take no night off. You can't, you can't just bullshit the way you was bullshitting.
Facts.
Because
And you can't feed them with Instagram.
come on, man, talk about it, bro.
So you gotta go out there and get that bag.
Man, Cap, what keeps you going, brother? You've had a long, illustrious career. A lot longer than a lot of them.
Appreciate it, bro.
And you still out here kicking it and getting to it. Like, what the motivation in the morning to keep on in this industry? Where does it come from?
What we talking about right now, the kids. You know what I'm saying? It's like no matter how lit last night was, it's like that's how I need to start my mornings. It's like making sure the family good, checking on my daughter, call her, you good, go in the room, check on my son, you know what I'm saying? And then I can tend to like, all right,
yeah,
we good.
Respect.
Let's go make the donuts.
That is Coco Melon, man. Coco, shouts out to Coco
Man,
Melon.
Coco Melon, man, y'all a lifesaver.
And Baby Shark.
It's about that Coco Melon and that Mickey Clubhouse.
Ooh. Bro, the Baby Shark, let me tell you something about Baby Shark, man. I don't know if we could figure out what about that song is so addictive to kids and put it in our music, we would all be diamond.
No, for real.
Because I've seen my kid,
They light up.
bro, it's just like,
Yeah.
and it's like, bro, I remember one time, bro, I put the joint, it was an hour-long Baby Shark video on YouTube. And I put it on for an hour. And she did it for an hour. Bro, she did not move in front of the TV, was there like locked in. And I'm like, what is in this song that I can put?
So that shit release some kind of...
I don't know.
Yeah,
bro.
man.
We need to figure it out, man.
Yeah.
We need to figure out whoever wrote that record.
Yeah, send that
Come holler.
frequency. We need that frequency code.
Yeah, we need to put some 808s, some hi-hats in that motherfucker.
Facts.
No cap, man. Hey, man, let these folks know what you got coming up, man. What can they expect from you? What they need to look out for, you know what I'm saying? Let us know what's going on with Cap.
We working, like I said, we back in the studio. We leave here, we on the way to the studio. So if you got some beats, man, some slaps, send me them slaps, man. roserichy@gmail.com. And new tape on the way, man. Caveat Dreams 3. You know what I'm saying? We like right now we in the we kind of like finalizing like the songs that we got and just trying to like narrow it down so we got like a strong 12, like a 12 clip.
How do you adapt to the change of music? Meaning, I mean, obviously you started back whenever you started back. And of course it's different. You know, it changes, it evolves. And I see sometimes artists get stuck in the era. I mean, you know, we ain't saying no names, but I know niggas that still rap like Jeezy in 2005.
Yeah.
They just stuck in that era, you know what I'm saying? Or they rap like Ross in 2010.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how does Cat One continue to push the needle in the envelope and make his music in 2021 sound like 2030?
I think for me, like, shout out to my son, you know what I'm saying? He's 17, you know, he do music, he do beats. So, like, he kind of like my cheat code to the youth. He like, you know what I'm saying? He like, this son, pops this slam right here, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, just being in tune with like, being able to, like I said, being able to go out to the club, see what the vibe is, go to the studio, and then coming from a writer's pen, it's like, you're not pigeonholed to a sound because having to write for different people is just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Your pen is just kind of, it becomes an art then. It's not just like, all right, whatever the beat is, this the assignment for the beat.
Respect.
Yeah, so.
Now I know you've done a lot of writing.
Definitely.
I don't know if you signed the paper like I used to have to sign the paper or
Yeah,
whatever.
the paper.
Yeah. but man, oh God, bro. But look, so when you're writing for an artist, a particular artist, what is that process like as far as like, are you trying to channel the artist or are you just going in the studio making records and you like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is that whole process
I think it kind of starts out as just making records. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we might be like, let's cook up some female records. Let's cook up. So then we go in there with the concept of like, we need the female records. So then you're looking for that kind of that up top 808 with the hi-hats, with the.
Come on.
So then it becomes like, oh, you know who'll sound dope on this record? Such and such. So then you kind of like get into that pocket of whoever it might be, and then you lay a reference or a skeleton, and you know what I'm saying, and you shoot it over. If they like it, you kind of cater the idea a little more to whatever they might have going on, so it's pent to them. You feel me? Yeah.
Has anyone ever fumbled the bag on that?
Definitely.
Well, see, those are the ones we get to talk about. I mean, if you watch them, you know, I remember my partner. I'm originally from Virginia. His name's Mad Skills. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
No,
he's a very talented. Well, he's a very known ghostwriter. And he put out a song, and basically he put out a song years ago. It was talking about all the people that didn't pay him for the verse. and he said, if you don't pay me for the verse, I'm gonna release the version that your name's not bleeped out at. You know
he gonna release that. He gonna release the skeleton.
Yeah, he gonna release you know. Did anybody ever fumbled the bag on the record, man? Like,
I ain't gonna say they fumbled the bag, but you know what I'm saying. There definitely was some spotlight hogging on the. You know what I'm saying? Like when it came out, it was like, oh shit, what my name at? You feel me?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, that's part of the industry. That's why it's important to like to handle the business and not be on homeboy time. You know what I'm saying? Like we in the studio, homeboy kicking it. It's like if we creating and we come up with that slap, y'all need to take care of that kind of business right there. To where it's like, all right, it's an understanding of what it is, because it'll come out and you'll be looking and it'll be like, and then everybody, when they doing these interviews of this, they get convenient amnesia, and then it's like, damn, I wasn't even at the studio now. You feel me?
They don't mention it.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like, you know, it come with the game though. So you can't be bitter about it. You just keep working. You know what I'm saying? And the real people know. People will know. You know what I'm saying? People with that ear, people that know the music, they're here. They hit them bars and they hit them cadences, and they, you know, people know.
Y'all safe today. He playing nice.
Yeah, I'm chilling, man. Cause
nice.
You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed, man. We got so much to be happy
Playing
about.
nice.
We ain't even tripping, bro. We up.
It's like, fact. When you bless, you bless, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
you know what I'm saying? Like,
y'all lucky though. Some of y'all was sweating on this interview, like.
Yeah, in a different part of my life, I'd have probably been like, oh yeah, but you know, man, I'm cooling, bro. Like I wake up, my family straight. I ain't hurting for nothing. It's like, I'm good, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't dropped the tape in almost 3 years, and it's like the anticipation for like people like ready for this to come in. I almost feel like a new artist. So just to even be able to revisit, you know what I'm saying? Go through my personal thing and then revisit like my passion, and people still embrace it. Who could I be mad at?
What's the keys to longevity, bro?
Understanding the importance of relationships. You know what I'm saying? No big eyes, little U's. A point don't care who make it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, if we on the same team, it's like, if you make that point, I'm going to celebrate it with you the same way if I made it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the longevity of it. It's not never having no hate in your heart, and just know your time coming. You know what I'm saying?
No, respect.
Yeah.
I saw on the interview Snoop Dogg was talking about like some of the people that you see on your way up. You know what I'm saying? You might see them on the way down.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, is that a true account? Like, do they pop back up?
No, they definitely, like, this a thing, bro. Everybody gonna bust a U-turn, period. You know what I'm saying? At some point in their life. Even that ex that you like, man, I'm cool on shorty. You might have seen how you bust that U-turn. You know what I'm saying? Or she bust that U-turn. It's like, everybody gonna bust a U-turn. The thing is, when they do, make it work in your favor. You know what I'm saying? If it's like, all right, if you held your nuts on me first time around, when you come back, that toll, it's a toll fee. You got to pay the toll now. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga fee.
Yeah, it's like, come on, you got to break bread like Jesus said. We need in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just like, that's what it is.
So you would have no problem with working with someone nowadays that may have held their nuts on you in the past?
It just depends on the level of this. If I felt disrespected by the situation, then I'm cool. I'm cool on that. But if it was just like, you know what I'm saying, we had a minor disagreement or whatever it is, and it, you know, and it's fixable, then as men, let's fix it. You know what I'm saying?
Respect. Because you know, like the producer Hitmaker, Young Bird.
Yeah.
I think
That's my little brother, man.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
Bro, like he's another success story of how he just, kind of turned it all around. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And I think there was a time in his career where he was disrespected or however undervalued or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? And those same people are hitting that U-turn, and I'm talking about they hitting it quick.
Yeah. Shorty done figured out he got the formula. He got him a team. They making great music. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the people that was trying to shit on him, they done had to come back and get a hit record, and he saved a lot of their career. So shout out to Shorty, he doing this thing. You know what I'm saying?
I love stories like that.
Yeah.
I love the underdog story.
Yeah, definitely.
You're like, yeah, okay, you got me today. I'm gonna still be here. I ain't gonna go nowhere. I'm gonna still be here.
We standing tall.
And then when you come back,
tax season.
And then some, man.
When they come back, tax.
Hey, man, let these folks know where to follow you at before we get out of here, brother.
Yes, sir. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Caviar Dreams. That's CAVIAR Dreams with a Z_.
Man,
Let's
brother,
get it.
I appreciate you for coming through. I appreciate you for stopping by.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate your honesty and transparency.
No,
Sometimes people hold their nuts on these interviews and act like they don't want to talk about shit.
No,
but goddamn it, I appreciate you, man. And you can follow me at Ugly Money Nietzsche. That's Ugly Money NICHE. Shouts out to Play the Don and No Cap clothing. You know what I'm saying? I got my grip on. He got me looking right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I gotta get some of that. I don't know what you be having it
on.
on.
Here too now. We got
be having it on.
We got the shout out to we got our clothing line. You know what I'm saying? Hundreds.
Come on, I need some big nigga size.
Yeah. We got you. We got you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make sure you're right. We got the Can Trap. I'm gonna break the Can Trap down for you. Can Trap. CANTRAP. Everybody can't rap, but they might can trap.
Let's go.
You feel me? Everybody
like
can't
that.
trap, but they might can rap.
Yeah, I need 3X.
You know what I'm saying? Or they might can do both.
Hey, Vic, sign me up, Vic. Sign me up,
Yeah,
Vic. I'm
so-
hitting your line.
Yeah, we
I
got
need a
you.
3X.
Yeah, we got you, bro.
All love, my brother. Bigger the dream, the bigger the risk, the bigger the payoff. This has been the Ugly Money Podcast with Cap One. Salute.
Hey, let's get it.